Wi-Fi, the technology that promised to connect us to everything, and spends most of its time connecting us to absolutely nothing. We put a man on the moon with less computing power than your router has right now. And yet, that router cannot maintain a stable connection from your living room to your bedroom. 20 feet. The signal passes through walls. It passes through concrete. But your bathroom door? Impenetrable fortress, apparently. You've rebooted that router so many times, it's basically cardio at this point. Unplug, wait 10 seconds, plug back in. Stare at the blinking lights like you're reading tea leaves. The icon shows full bars. The connection disagrees. We all pretend we have this figured out. Nobody does. So, when the Wi-Fi fails, and it will, you grab your phone to troubleshoot, if you can remember your password. Chapter 1. Password Hell. 147 passwords standing between you and your own information. For accounts you forgot you created, on websites that may no longer exist. And each one has requirements. Capital letter, number, special character, 8 characters minimum, 16 maximum. Cannot contain your name. Cannot contain any word found in the dictionary. At some point, you're just typing random keystrokes. Capital Q, exclamation point, an ampersand for some reason. Your mother's maiden name spelled backwards. Your blood type, a sworn oath. And the security questions. What was the name of your first pet? I've lied to this question so many times I don't remember what I said. Was it Fluffy? Was it a fake name I made up? It's gone forever. The password is the lock. You are also the locksmith, and somehow, you've locked yourself out of your own vault. But passwords are digital problems. Let's talk about a physical enemy. Chapter 2. The Printer Conspiracy. Printers. The only technology that has gotten actively worse since 1995. In 1995, you pressed print, and the thing printed. It wasn't pretty, but it worked. Now we have wireless connectivity, cloud integration, and the printer. The printer has chosen violence. It knows you have a deadline. It can sense the urgency, and it responds with paper jam, error, PC load letter. What does that mean? I've had this printer for 6 years, and I still don't know. And the ink? Low cyan. Low cyan? I'm printing black text. Why do you need cyan? What are you doing with the cyan? Is there a cyan party happening inside this machine that I'm not invited to? You've whispered threats to a printer. At work, out loud, with witnesses. The printer demands attention, of course. So does everything else in your pocket. Chapter 3. Notification overload. Your phone buzzed 80 times today. You needed to know about 3 of those things, and yet every single buzz got a reaction. A glance, a cortisol spike, a tiny interruption in whatever you were actually doing. Nobody wants to admit this. Your attention span didn't shrink. It was stolen, deliberately, by design. Every app on your phone is essentially a toddler tugging at your sleeve. Hey, remember me? Give me attention. It's been 4 hours since you opened me, and that's unacceptable. Notifications are slot machines. Every buzz is a pull of the lever. Sometimes it's something good. Usually it's spam. But you keep pulling. And the worst part, you just checked your phone while watching this. There was nothing there. All these notifications promising connection, and yet... Chapter 4. The we should catch up lie. We should totally catch up. A thing you say to someone you will absolutely not catch up with. The beautiful tragedy, you mean it. In that moment, you genuinely mean it. You do want to catch up. The intention is real, and they mean it too. Both parties leave with genuine positive feelings and 0 concrete plans. No date is texted. 3 months pass, you see each other again. We should totally catch up. It's the thoughts and prayers of friendship. Sounds meaningful, requires nothing. We've automated our relationships. The script runs without us having to actually engage. You're not bad at friendship. The format is broken. At least one-on-one has some hope. Group chats, that's pure chaos. Chapter 5. Group chat exhaustion. 147 unread messages. None of them are for you. All of them expect your attention. Someone sent a meme at 2 a.m. Someone responded with LOL. Someone added a reaction. Now it's 89 messages deep, and nobody knows what the original point was. Important information is buried between 40 reaction emojis and a debate about where to eat that resolved nothing. You could scroll up, but do you have 45 minutes? Muting the chat feels like betrayal. Unmuting it feels like punishment. Do the math. 147 notifications times 0 actual information equals modern friendship. Group chats are just meetings you can't leave, but with more gifts. Speaking of meetings, Chapter 6, Meeting Inflation. You have a meeting to prepare for the meeting. The meeting is about scheduling future meetings. The calendar invite says 30 minutes. The meeting has other plans. It will absorb your lunch. It will consume the time you set aside for actual work. And then someone will say, let's schedule a follow-up. Nobody admits this. Your actual work happens in the 7-minute gaps between meetings. You've learned to do in 7 minutes what should take an hour, because that's all you have. The calendar says you're busy. Your output suggests otherwise. You've been in 8 meetings today. You've accomplished nothing. You're exhausted from doing nothing. Meetings are how organizations avoid making decisions, and they have their own language. Let's translate. Join our YouTube membership and get exclusive perks like early access to scripts, input on future topics about productivity, and connect with a like-minded community that gets it. Click join below and let's build your easier, more intentional life together. Chapter 7, The Circle Back Vortex. Let's circle back on that. A phrase that means, this is important but not right now. And sometimes you do circle back. Sometimes. But corporate speak is its own language, and it's designed for one thing, softening everything. Let's table this. Could mean, let's discuss later. Could mean, I'm tired of this conversation. You'll never know which. Great question. Sometimes genuine. Sometimes it's just buying time to think. Per my last email. That one's always passive-aggressive, always. Let's take this offline. Translation, too many people are watching this get awkward. Moving forward. Translation, we're done talking about whose fault that was. The phrases aren't bad, they're just vague on purpose. Soft enough that nobody has to commit. Clear enough that everyone nods. It's corporate diplomacy. And you've used them. We all have. Because sometimes you need the vague phrase to survive the meeting. But there's one thing that wastes your time without the politeness. Customer service. Chapter 8, The Customer Service Maze. Press 1 for English. Press 2 for Spanish. Press 47 for a human being. Just kidding, there is no 47. Your call is important to us. Is it? Because I've been holding for 45 minutes. I've listened to the same jazz loop 400 times. I'm starting to have doubts. This is what you need to understand. The maze is the point. This isn't incompetence. This is strategy. They've calculated that making it difficult will cause people to give up. Your frustration, your time, your surrender. That's a business decision. At minute 30, you're not a customer anymore. You're a hostage. With hold music. At least the printer's honest about hating you. By now, you probably want to vent about all of this. But wait. Chapter 9, The Catharsis Myth. I need to tell you something. All that venting you've been doing, it might be making things worse. We've been told venting is healthy. Let it out. Release the pressure valve. And it feels true. In the moment, venting feels like relief. But this is what actually happens. You've told the printer story 6 times now. Are you less angry? No. You're angrier. The story has gotten longer. You've refined it for maximum outrage. You're not processing. You're rehearsing. Venting without action is just memorizing your frustration. Each retelling carves the neural pathway deeper. You're practicing the anger, and you're getting really good at the performance. You're not broken for complaining. Complaining can bond. It can validate. But there's a difference between complaining to process and complaining as the process. So complaining might not help. Neither does optimization. Chapter 10, The Convenience Paradox. We optimized everything, and somehow, everything takes more time. Same-day delivery, but now you have 47 cardboard boxes to recycle. Password manager, until you forget the master password. Smart home, until the Wi-Fi goes down, which it will. We discussed this. Productivity apps. You now have 12 apps to manage your time. You spend an hour managing the apps. The apps have notifications. The notifications need management. It's apps all the way down. We didn't save time. We just created new tasks to fill the time we thought we saved. We automated everything except the anxiety. Remember when technology was supposed to set us free? So where does all this leave us? So, you've listened to me complain for 11 minutes. And the beautiful irony? You chose this. You clicked. You stayed. That's not sad. That's kind of wonderful. Because it means we're in this together. The Wi-Fi betrayal, the password chaos, the printer vendetta. We all know. We're all there. You're allowed to complain. About printers, about Wi-Fi, about the meeting that could have been an email, that could have been nothing. It's valid. But this is important. Complain like you mean it. Really feel it. And then actually let it go. Not suppress it. Just release your grip. The complaint was information, not identity. You felt it. Now it can move through. What if we actually meant, let's catch up? What if you texted a date? Just a thought. Thanks for letting me complain. Now go. Do something that doesn't require Wi-Fi. And hey, if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button. Also, let me know your thoughts on what I just shared. Oh, and there's more. I've just started a Patreon to help support these videos and connect with you more directly. Check out the link in the description if you'd like to join.